My name is Angela Sandstall, and I'm pleased you all can make it.
Native people, Native culture, Native knowledge. Hi, I'm Jeannie Green, bringing you award-winning Heartbeat Alaska.
Bringing you national and international Native news, this is award-winning Heartbeat Alaska, the premier Native voice in Native programming.
There's a heartbeat louder than thunder. Revolution is in the air. There's a heartbeat deep inside our mother. Are you too cool?
Now, with Heartbeat Alaska, here's Jeannie Green.
Hello everyone and welcome to Heartbeat Alaska. Native news and Native information. Hello Canada, nice to have you with us. And Alaska, my good friends, thank you for inviting us into your home. Hello to the Navajo Nation and reservations across America. Heartbeat Alaska is created just for you, and today's program is an exciting one. We visit the Native community of Tyonek, Alaska. We have that plus much more on today's program, and once again, thanks for joining us.
Support for this program provided by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alaska. We've been giving Alaskans the support they need since before Alaska was even a state. And we'll be here when you need us. We're here. We're with you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alaska.
Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Alaska Village Electrical Cooperative, turning the lights on in rural Alaska.
Heartbeat Alaska is sponsored in part by Chugach Alaska Corporation.
Heartbeat Alaska thanks Wave Wholesale Company, your one-stop supply source for village retail stores, food service customers, and government agencies. Welcome aboard, Wave.
Hi and welcome. My name is Shawna Larson. I'd like to say hello to all the viewers of Heartbeat Alaska and welcome you to the Youth AFN Conference for the year 2000, which has the theme Indigenous People in the 21st Century.
They gathered from every corner of the state for the Alaska Federation of Natives Youth and Elders Conference. The theme was Indigenous Youth, Our Place in the 21st Century. They met to define their future in the world and on the dance stage.
Again, we say the birds are singing for me. And we say they circle me, and I am happy. And we got added motions here, and some more added motions. And we say the wind is blowing, and it circles me too. And we got added motions again, and then some more added motions. And that's the end of that part. And then the stanza, we say, where am I? Where am I? I am curious. And again, where am I traveling to? Where am I going to? And we say, this mountain here, I am climbing it. And we go back to added motions. And and it's more emotions. They say, I want to pick berries, and I'm looking around. And they go back to emotions again.
The dance is more than entertainment or storytelling. It ensures traditional knowledge for future generations. The dances demonstrate a way of life, carried forward through motions and rhythms of the youth. The conference focuses on their place in the 21st century. Some of the workshop topics for youth included drug and alcohol abuse among youth, subsistence, cultural heritage and identity, Indigenous youth healthcare. All topics at the conference related directly with rural Alaska.
My name is Kayla and Mack. I'm from King of Alaska. I'm here for the Belkowski Corporation. I've learned a lot since I've been here. I'm here with a group of kids. Our local Aleut dancers are here. It's a good conference. We're all having a good time. We're learning a lot. And the reason these conferences are so good is because it gets all of us to be together as one. All the different cultures and all the different dances and arts, and we're just all having a good time.
The Youth and Elder Conference once again proved sharing thoughts, dreams, ideas, and hopes strengthens the ties between families, cultures, and generations.
I'm Jackie Andrew for Heartbeat Alaska.
I just think, okay, if I don't catch this pass, the world will end. So it's like, save the world, baby. Save the world. You know what I mean?
Nice catch.
My cat's name is Sassy, and Sassy loves me. Unconditionally. I mean, I know that she needs me.
Performance, determination, the know-how to deliver, never saying it can't be done, knowing there are no problems, only opportunities, the commitment to unlock the potential of Alaska's natural gas. BP.
Hi, I'm Steve Haldane for Coca-Cola in Heartbeat, Alaska. If you're going to be in town, please use caution. Don't accept rides from people you don't know. Things aren't always what they seem to be, especially here in the big city. I'm Steve Haldane. See you next week.
Recently, Heartbeat Alaska was invited to Tyonek, Alaska for the 4th Annual Elders Conference. Tyonek lies on a bluff on the northwest shore of Cook Inlet, 43 miles southwest of Anchorage.
Kayla, Shawna, do you con grassi, Ellie, Civic, Sinan, Boshiwa, or Koyana, Mahala. For you guys who didn't understand, I was just saying you're welcome to the village.
The word Tenina was adopted by an anthropologist named Osgood, referring to the Athabascan-speaking inhabitants of the Cook Inlet and Iliamna regions of south-central Alaska. The name Tyonek is actually a Siberian Yakut word meaning little chief. Prehistory of the Upper Cook Inlet region is practically unknown, and data relating to the antiquity of these Athabascans are sparse. Earliest written descriptions of the Cook Inlet Athabascans are found in Captain Cook's journal. Later, another anthropologist in 1883 named Jacobson visited Tyonek, and interestingly, he noted that he purchased caribou skin clothing and wooden bows and arrows for cash. Various settlements in this area include Old Tyonek Creek, Robert Creek, Timber Camp, Beluga, and Makwaki Indian Reservation. Captain Cook's journal provides a description of the Upper Cook Inlet Athabascans in 1778 who possessed iron knives and glass beads. He concluded that the natives were trading indirectly with the Russians. Between 1836 and 1840, half of the region's Indians died from a smallpox epidemic. The Alaska Commercial Company had a major outpost in Tyonek by 1875. In 1880, Tyonek Station and Village, believed to be two separate communities, had a total of 117 residents, including 109 Athabascans, 6 Creoles, and 2 white people. After gold was discovered at Resurrection Creek in the 1880s, Tyonek became a major disembarkment point for goods and people. A saltery was established in 1896 at the mouth of the Chuitna River north of Tyonek. In 1915, the Tyonek Reservation, also known as Makwaki Indian Reservation, was established. The devastating influenza epidemic of 1918 to 1919 left few survivors among the Athabascans. The village was moved to its present location atop a bluff when the old site near Tyonek Timber flooded in the early 1930s. Today, the residents of Tyonek, Alaska, carry on the tradition of subsistence, hunting, and fishing. Subsistence patterns vary with the season and abundance of particular species. Although fish and game regulations modified traditional patterns, local residents continue to follow a cycle resembling that of their ancestors. Here, as in other villages, snow machines and outboard motors are used in subsistence pursuits. The annual Elders Gathering turned into a popular event, and visitors from Anchorage crossed the waterways. The village is not accessible by road, and permission is required to land at the local 3,000-foot gravel airstrip owned by the village of Tyonek, although regularly scheduled flights are available. Before the runway was built,
The occasional planes that flew into Tyonek would land on the beach. Meanwhile, at the community center, dancers and residents, as well as their visitors, gather to honor the elders of Tyonek. This annual gathering started 4 years ago. The whole purpose is to present the elders with the very special gift of love, a love of dancing, a love of food, and celebration Tyonek native style.
Maybe tomorrow it'll be cheaper. Can someone please put the $3.50 for an hour? Maybe, yeah. An hour. Can someone help me here? Can you take a
The future of our people is threatened by diabetes, but we can fight it by controlling our blood sugar.
I choose healthy foods.
I exercise every day and keep my blood sugar close to normal.
I always take my medication.
Control your diabetes because our young ones look up to you. We must take charge for future generations. Control your diabetes for life.
Last election cycle, I think less than 50% of all of the citizens of Alaska voted. That's why we as Alaska Natives have such potential to make a difference at the ballot box. If the Alaska Natives would just get up and vote, there's so few other people voting out there that we really could make a difference. The corporations in Surrey was very generous last election cycle in allowing us to use their set of phone banks so that each one of the corporations could call all of their Native shareholders, and Doyon has an incredible group of Get Out the Vote volunteers who staffed those Surrey phones to call Native people throughout the whole district, reminding them to get out to vote. That's one small effort. In conjunction with the Native Vote concert that AFN continues to do, outreach to the young people, each region independently has to take responsibility to do outreach to their own folks. But collectively, we're trying to build a message, and this encompasses more than just getting to the polls. We really need to identify Native people who are willing to step up to the plate and run as candidates. We have a lot of capable folks out there, but maybe who need a little support and encouragement to realize is that we need you to step forward. Native people need to get out and register to vote because we can make a difference. I think the thing that bothers me most is the silence from the general population of the state. Where are the people of goodwill in the state of Alaska? And I know that there are hundreds of them, but they're not voting. And that's the most important thing, is that if you want to make a statement, you have to be able to go to the ballot box. And that's one of our missions here at BB&C, is to help people get registered, to understand how important their vote is, and to get them out to the ballot box. During the course of doing this, though, we've discovered some very interesting things. Voting is a learned behavior, and that's why programs such as Kids Vote is so important. And I know that several different school districts around the state, I think Doyon even subsidizes a Kids Vote program in all of their villages, where you'll see the elementary school children are registered at the same time their folks are, and they actually go to the ballot box and vote. And when you go through election district books, you can see that where the grandparents vote, their kids vote, and their grandkids vote, that there are families, clusters of families that vote. And so we need to train ourselves. There's a whole cadre of Native people out there who are overqualified to serve in the legislature down in Juneau, and I really want to ask whoever you are out there to take a chance and to step up to the plate and to do that.
Thank you everyone for joining us for Heartbeat Alaska, Native News and Native Information. Join me again next week. Please email me at jeanniegreen@ak.net. If you have any news or information you would like us to share, please give us a call, and we'll do our best to get it on the air. And we welcome video from all around America and Canada. God bless every single one of you. We'll see you again next week.
Kanane, kanane,